Good morning and welcome back to my channel, Living in the Light with Lizabeth. I am Lizabeth, and this video series is documenting my own personal journey on the Optavia program. I am currently in the 5-in-1 phase, which means, and that's where most people are when they do the weight loss program, where you eat 5 of their fuelings, which come in your monthly Optavia box. And I'm going to talk about those in a minute. And then you eat 1 lean and green meal that consists of 1 serving of lean protein and 3 servings of low carbohydrate vegetables. There are also some healthy fats you can work in, some condiments that are optional, and also an optional snack. So if you want more information about that, let me know. I'm not a health coach with the program. I'm not selling the products, but I can definitely point you in the right direction and answer some questions for you and hopefully be helpful that way. What I wanted to talk about today with you is organization. I think there are 2 ends of the spectrum, and I actually am a master at both. The first end is the procrastinator. The procrastinator just, as you know, puts things off until the very last minute. And sometimes when you do that, you luck out and you have to live with what you get because you put it off. The other end is the planner, and I actually am also a master planner. So it just depends on what area of my life I'm in. Sometimes I really like to procrastinate. Sometimes I am a huge planner. I am a high school English teacher, and because of that, I have to plan quite a bit. And I have become really good at planning a week, planning a month. And so when it comes to Optavia, I am just in my 2nd month, but I'm about halfway through month 2 and looking forward, actually I am halfway through, looking forward to month 3 and making plans for my next Optavia fueling order. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how do you plan for that. And one thing is to keep yourself really organized. And when you get your first Optavia box, at least it was from my experience, and I know a lot of people just get the pre-packaged, like they already kind of set up a box with the number of fuelings that you will need for that month. And you can always get that package if you want, and then add in a few extras because I think there's 17 and you actually need 22 in order to get through a month. So you get to pick 5. But I think what a lot of people don't realize is that you can just pick from the get-go. So you can pitch that box and just choose the fuelings that you want to eat or that you know you will eat. I would say that for your first month, go ahead and do that because it gives you a wide variety of items to try, and then you can kind of figure it out from there. I actually made a list of all of the fuelings that they offered and kind of wrote down what I thought about them, whether or not I would order them again, and that way I know which fuelings I have tried so that I don't end up buying something one month that I really didn't like, a few months ago. So what I do is I make a list of, I would just write down on a piece of paper, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 is my first fueling. And I know that for my first fueling, I really like to have either a bar, something that's really easy because I'll have my coffee and I will have that first fueling. And I don't really want to cook something first thing in the morning because I typically have my first fueling around 6 or 6:30. So typically my first fueling is a bar. Sometimes I'll do a pancake that I do have to fix. I also like the cinnamon crunch sticks. So that's another possible option for me for my first fueling. And I know for my second fueling, I want something a little more breakfasty. So I might have a shake, or I might have the blueberry biscuit or pancakes or oatmeal, something like that. Not a huge fan of the oatmeal, but we'll talk about that later. My third fueling, I like to have something a little more savory, something more lunch-ish. So it might be pasta, it might be soup, it might be the cheddar herb biscuit. My mid-afternoon, a lot of times it's a cruncher, it's something a little more snacky. It might be a bar, it might be a shake. And then my last fueling of the day is always something sweet. Chocolate chip cookie, cinnamon swirl, cream cheese cinnamon squirrel cake, amazing. I am not a fan of the brownie, so sorry those of you, most people love the brownie, not a fan. So I make that list, and then I know what exactly I need to order. And then this is my monthly plan. I know you probably can't really see it unless you screenshot it and then look at it. But the great thing about my plan is I go through then and I kind of spread out my fuelings. This is just like a guide. So I may decide one day that I don't want to have the penne at that afternoon. A shake is going to be easier, a bar is going to be easier. So I can change things up, but this just makes sure that I have enough bars to get through. I have enough shakes to get through, or that I'm not going to end up the last 3 days just eating the chicken noodle soup, which I don't like. And then each week I put this on my refrigerator. It is a list by day of all of my fuelings, and then I plan my lean and green meals. I'm not going to talk about lean and greens today. We'll do that another time. But I do plan my lean and greens so that I can grocery shop and not have to make multiple runs to the store. Then when I get my box, I'm going to show you how I organize my fuelings. I placed an order on Amazon for these plastic bins. They look like this. They are amazing. And I'll see if I can put a link. I don't know. I'm not an Amazon affiliate or anything, so it won't do me any good if you buy them or not. It came with a set of 4 of these big bins and 2 of the smaller bins. It also came with these 2 really cute little shopping bags, and some Ziploc bags came in there too. Some, I don't know what they are, but they're zipper bags, pouches. So I organize my fuelings this way. The bars I put into the 2 boxes, the desserty kind of bars, like the chocolate ones, the peanut butter ones, those go in one bin. And then, and that's what this is. And then I also have one that's more breakfasty, the granola, the cinnamon spice, those go in another one. So it's just easier for me when I pull from my boxes. And then these bigger boxes have, this one is all my savory stuff. So it's the penne, the mac and cheese, the potatoes, the wild rice chicken soup, and I cut the fronts off and put them facing out. I don't have any I got one on the end here. And I try to put, you can probably get 6 different fuelings into a box and be able to see what you actually have in here. So when you pull for the week, you know exactly what you have. And then I have one of the boxes is filled with Ziploc bags, and each Ziploc bag has labeled for the day. And then I go through like once a week and I take my weekly plan or my monthly plan and I pull all of the fuelings and I put them in the Ziploc bag and I drop them into this box. So then in the morning, I just pull out the day's bag, pull out the day's fuelings, look to see, do I have to pre-make pudding or soft serve, or is there something that I have to do ahead of time in the morning? Or can I just jump in and go? And that is how I organize, keep myself on track and keep moving forward, and hopefully don't have to eat bars every single day, because you really should only do 2 of those. So if you have any questions about organization, if you want me to send you the forms, I can send you my Word files, my Word docs, or save them as PDFs and you can print them and make your own. It's in my handwriting. It's a blank calendar and then a blank weekly sheet. Just leave me a message, leave me a comment, leave me your email address, and I will shoot those to you. Please like my video. Please subscribe if you are not subscribed. Share with people. If not, that's okay. This is really for me anyway, but I would love to get some subscribers, and I would love to hear your comments. I would love to hear your organizational strategies. I know some people use the over-the-door shoe holders in their pantry to put their fuelings. All of the doors, interior doors in my house are all barn doors. So I can't do that on mine. But if you have those, that's another great option for organizing your fuelings. Again, questions, comments, leave them down below, and I will see you next time. Thanks for joining me.